Attacks in the Red Sea bring the old trade route between Europe and Asia into consideration. Attacks by Houthis in Yemen on commercial ships linked to Israel etead companies to redirect their routes to the historic trade route between Europe and Asia. Via the Cape of Good Hope, Suez Canal Cape of Good Hope route, filled square commercial ships are redirecting their routes to the southern tip of Africa. Extends the route by 10 to 14 days, 4,000 nautical miles. Compared to the Suez Canal filled square, additional fuel costs, prolonged delivery times, increased insurance expenses. Suez Canal filled square connects Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea filled square, shortest route between Asia and Europe. About 12% of global shipping traffic normally transits the waterway. Houthi threat in the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, about 10% of crude oil and oil products, 8.2 m barrels per day, traverses the strait. Attacks on ships force shipping companies to new routes. What you see here are dozens of cargo ships bound for Israel, turning away from Yemen and the Red Sea and heading south, where they will have to go around the entire continent of Africa in hopes of reaching Israel weeks from now. Yemen have set back Western trade 200 years and done what Egypt today could not: close the Red Sea. Due to Yemen's blocking of ships bound to Israel in the Red Sea in response to Israel's besiege of Gaza, insurance for Israeli ship owners has gone up by 250%, and some insurers refuse to cover at all. Israeli media. Cargo traffic at Eilat port down 80% down. Triangle cost of marine insurance for Israel-bound ships soaring down. Triangle 6 major shipping firms plus BP halt tankers through Red Sea down. Triangle freight companies going around Africa, adding time and cost. The Yemeni threat is now impacting almost 25% of all containers shipped in the world. Even the U.S. Army will not be able to avoid the consequences of this impact. Maritime experts say that the USAF will face delays in the supply of jet fuel. Evergreen, BP, and others are too scared to send ships to Israel and have stopped going through the Red Sea entirely. It's back to taking the long, expensive way around Africa-Europe to face a massive rise in oil prices. The Yemeni threat has affecting 8.8 million barrels of oil per day of daily oil transit and nearly 380 million tons of daily cargo transit. S&P Global Market Intelligence calculates that 21.5% of Europe's refined oil imports pass through the Red Sea and 13% of its crude oil imports. Egypt might lose $9.4 billion due to Yemen blockade. Malaysia has also blocked access of Israel-bound ships. The route around African continent will take more than 11,700 nautical miles or almost 22,000 kilometers as compared to shorter route from Red Sea, which is around 8,440 nautical miles or 15,000 kilometers. The distance will be 40% more.